fast. Wait and see if we get anyone in. 4-minute rule. Adjust ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Till we see if we get anyone here. Then we're going to kind of break down what the title is, all right? So in this title, I called it Psychic Special Needs Program. So it could be viewed as that right now, currently. Because there's been a transition and just a shift with everybody. Stay hard, just keep it chilling. Stay hard, but keep it chilling. That doesn't mean allow things to happen. No, everything. It's so much. And now you understand why. This has everything to do with being ready. That's it. You don't have to know exactly the way it's going to play out day after day after day, and have to keep thinking about that to even have a mind to think like that. I miss listening to music. I miss finding new music artists, you know what I'm saying, to listen to. I miss doing a lot of the things I used to do, and I want to see the things I haven't done. And hopefully the same for everybody else, man. I'm really hoping everybody is just just focusing on what they got to do. Okay, I'm trying my best just to even change my peripheral about the way I look at things now, and just move forward. Be real. Real is not for everybody. Real is not for most of everybody. Real is just for a small amount. So, there's an angle everybody is kind of like playing a role in. And they kind of don't really know the angle that you're seeing things at. Okay. So some people feel like people are trying to like make narratives for them, or as if they're trying to like, have some big deal to do with an outcome or something. And I think it's good to how do I want to word it? To acknowledge that, but understand that that's just not a mind frame you got to continuously like be in, I wanted to dive right into it, just go all hands out, but it really be like a timing type thing, but not really, because I am kind of knowing that because I'm probably going to have a live like right after this one, to be honest with you, where I just go in on it. And this is kind of a preview, because I'm starting to see just the type of person I am, and you forget how you affect people. You can forget how you make people feel, and you're just being yourself though. So there's nothing wrong with that. You are who you are. That's the way it is. I look at it as this is my channel, and it's a choice to be up here if you want to be up here. I'm honestly just really tired of speaking on like the victimizing things. They're doing this, and it gets tiring. And I'm glad that I'm getting tired of it, because it weeds out a bunch of just stupid paranoia narratives and just a bunch of dumb stuff that has nothing to do with what has actually been done, and just like kind of just hidden intentions and things like that. You get what I'm saying? So that's why it's good to not just dive into things right away, so you're not just making assumptions about things and putting yourself into a situation that just too much. Like you just shake your head, and it's like I don't know. I don't understand why like people really try to get this shake your head energy out of you. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things I've been seeing lately, I think it is one of those things where I don't know, maybe people want you to be more specific. It's not really about wanting. It's about knowing that you have to. You're gonna have to take action on something, but you just got to direct it in a way where it still works for your life. Because this is your life, and you just don't want to be like in just such a negative attitude all the time. So that's how I know is like it's so much more comfortable for me to just be on camera and to even see like a troll account that's like trying to say something, because then I'm like, oh, okay, well, there's like an underlying reason to doing that, so it has nothing to do about what's even like really going on anyway. It's just something stupid, man, especially when you start speaking on things like this, you know. That's why I don't like to get all detailed or even like, you know, because I can just appreciate what I see. You know, if I when I see someone doing something, I see him doing it, and you're gonna automatically like get something out of that. But that doesn't mean that even if it were an illusion, that you were trying to be that person or something like that, you know. And even when I do end up getting specific into things like that actually being played out with energies on the internet and how much it influenced mirror effects. Okay, so it is what it is. It's just you can't dive right into that. This is why I got to start like the way I am right now. You know, just stay hard, but keep it chilling. And what I mean by that is, yo, just be ready. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean that you got to be up here like you know, just making mistakes I made before, where you kind of just like already giving people like everything you're doing. There's so much going on right now that I still don't know about. There's so much going on right now that I still don't know about, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us don't know about like what's really going on. You know, so I'm not gonna sit here and just have narratives that like, oh, he's some know-it-all. Oh, he think his shit don't stink. Oh, he is like, bruh, it's like I get that energy so much from people, and it's like that really don't even be who I am for real, and people know that. So it's whatever. It ain't. And then even with that being said, oh, he's bothered. Is like that's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? Because now you know it's like nah, like a dude really ain't bothered by that. It's just you acknowledge it, and then it's about the way you put up with it. And guaranteed, a lot of the individuals who went at you sideways like that, they're gonna be watching this right now, swag jacking the way that you move, you know? Okay, because that's who I be. They all of them. So this is all about new viewers. If you're a new viewer, this is all about the new viewers. This is all about me having to redirect and bring in something new. I ain't about to have y'all being in some toxic nonsense, man. It ain't rocking that way. Okay? Because that's what the trick was. To be over here to try to get someone to get their career looking all whack and stuff like that, yo. Trying to make it seem like you over here not knowing what's up, like you're delusional, and just using external references and the way someone look and all that shit. It ain't gonna work over here. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I gotta sit here and stand on is that, yo, you ain't gonna be over here making narratives about me. Okay? In whatever way people do it. And that's the way I'm rolling. Okay? So I don't be over here getting all detailed about, oh, he did this and stuff. Yeah, like you already seen that there were immature shots thrown. Yeah, there were immature shots thrown, okay? Because, yeah, during that time, you were, bruh, it's like, man, you shouldn't have to explain this type of stuff, okay? You see it, you see it. Now, what you gonna do about it? The end, okay? For real. Like, people over here trying to really get someone all emotional up and stuff like that. And, yeah, man, it's just something you acknowledge, you know what I'm saying? It's up to you on how much you want to be bothered by it, you know? So now I already peep what's going on, man, and this is what it is. You seeing what it is, yo. That's the way it is, all right? And you know that. People know that, man. I'm not about to be, oh, but they did this and they did this. Don't get me wrong. We're going to be bringing it in. And I know I'm doing it the right way, okay? They mad. That's all it has to be with, yo. And I'm mad too. So don't even be over here trying to throw some, oh, he think he hot. No, he don't. No, he don't think he hot. Right now, he don't think he hot, okay? So we don't need none of that either. Don't be over here like, gosh, man, remember, this is a choice to be here. If I'm doing this right here, even if I'm seeming upset, yo, it's because I like doing it though, all right? So I like to talk, bro, okay? And if I see something, especially where I see someone taking advantage of it, using it, gaining from it, I'm losing, what? Bruh, no, I got to be over here and, talk on some stuff, all right? I heard something about some metaverse simulation stuff. I kind of believe that, but I don't know about that though. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, man. The minute that there's this whole access weirdo stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? You got to decipher through it. One thing I like, yo, is I like thinking for myself. Okay, I move way different than everybody, bro. I move way different than everybody, man. Okay, and that's up to me, and that's up to same for you. It's up to you and God, man. Okay, it's up to you and God. It's up to you and your who you choose to be around. Okay, so right here, this video, plain and simple, is just to be like anyone could be up here doing this, okay? Anybody can just, everybody's doing it, okay? So there's no need to even go down some weirdo line of events anymore. And if that has happened, then we're trying to go ahead and cross that out, okay? It's about now. That's another thing too. Using outdated spaces and all this stuff to still try to stir up the pot with an individual. Yo, you ain't heard from this dude in a minute. What is you doing? What are you doing? Okay, so we just gotta, and then go from that starting point from anyone else who needs to see that angle on why. Okay, this has everything to do with you and you. Okay, so you gotta fix it. I actually heard that the other day. I heard it yesterday. Talk about, yeah, you got to get them priorities right. So I heard it, but remember, just that person going out of the way to do that understands a position. They want to understand a position, perhaps, though. It's not that. It's really not that, yo. There's much more to it. There's much more to it. There's a lot of pride in this. There's a lot of ego. There's a lot of it's so bad, yo. It's so bad. So I really need new people up in here. I need new people up in here. I really need new people on my channel. Okay? Because I'm not gonna let old stuff dictate the where I'm riding, yo. Okay? So everything that all that gonna be cleared, yo. Nice guy. No, it's all good, man. We chilling right now. Remember, we're gonna be live here in like 2 hours later. Then we'll go in. We'll go in like 2 hours from now. Because people know what's up, man. There ain't no such thing as hiding nothing. What, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys want me to go live and, you watch me eat food? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, stop it, man. This is all about defense, bro. You know what's going on, man. You know? Right now, it's like there's some notification thing out for those of you who really know what I'm talking about. Where it's like, yeah, he's doing this right now because we making money another way, watching him do the same thing, yo. So that production meta thing is right for some individuals right now, yeah. So just keep strong, okay? Stay hard and keep it chilling, yo. That's it. That's it. And the minute that you see anyone that got to say something weird or, oh, but you're doing this, you look like that, bro, what are you doing? There's no way. There's no way, man. There's no way, okay? There's no way as be a hater in 2026. There's no such thing as that. I don't believe in it. I don't. So this is where the problem is, because there were narratives to try to make it seem like I need a bunch of assistance from everything that has been done to me. Yes, I do need help. I do need assistance. This is the psychic special needs program. Yep. Even when there's no answer, even when there's no response, it says a lot. There's a lot I can take from it. There's a lot I can take from it, all the way down to the title that I chose to make, all the way down to who's choosing to watch, all the way down to what's truly going on, okay? That's all that matters to me, not the way it looks. Not the way it looks. So I'm going to be the one who show you how it cooks, okay? Especially when we're coming from a whole different space that you don't know. That's why you over here doing that. Okay? That has nothing to do with this. It has everything to do with outside of it and trying to make it look like something. That's what I'm trying to say, man. People didn't want a transition. I spoke on that 2022 thing, bro. Stop the cap, man. And then got the nerve to be over here really wanting to judge people. It makes no sense. Stop. Don't be over here talking about, oh, we doing this and bro, no, that's, are you for real? Look at what people did, bro. It's all good. It's like, that's where it's like people messed up, bro, because it's like, how do I break it down, bro? Like, people don't have your mind, man. This is why it's really important. I learned that. I learned that. Oh my gosh, man. Pay attention to just your life, please. Please pay attention to your life if you're someone new on this channel. Please pay attention to your life, man. Please pay attention to what's in front of you. Acknowledge what's being said, okay? But dang, man, there's no reason anybody in this world, because I'm not that. I see what's really going on, man. I really am an original person. That's really what it is. So when you're original, when you're something that has a whole different way of doing something, even if it's unintentional, knock on wood, 50%, bruh. That's where all these subliminals and stuff is coming from, man. But it's like people were told to do that though. So it's not really validated, and you're gonna see that, man. Like, what do you, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Was I supposed to throw a fit? And that's really the narrative that people are trying to come up with, man. They're hoping that you throw a fit. Dude, man, come on, man. That's not even, that's like cheating. That's cheating. That's cheating. Anything that's being done to alter, to make something look a certain way, that is cheating. To make something look a certain way. To make it look a certain way. When you were doing something to try to make something look a certain way, bro, that's teamwork, bro. That's teamwork. So what one does to himself, that is irrelevant in this. Once we see that not solo, but teamwork was actually used, was actually premeditated, is a good word that I should be using a lot, because then this is what, you know, there's a lot of groundwork in real life I'm gonna really have to do in regards to this, okay? And it's no problem. It's all about communication. It's all about breaking down why there wasn't effective communication in the beginning, okay? 6-7 years ago. Because during that time is the time that this was easy, vulnerable tactics, narratives, and stuff like that. It's, everybody's kind of speaking on this right now. Everybody's talking about this. Everybody's making it a trend right now. Not that it's a trend, it's just kind of things that's just happening to people and stuff, you know. So but yeah, man, stay hard, keep it chilling. Stay hard, keep it chilling. Stay hard, keep it chilling. And it's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to me. Right now, just things going on in my life. It is up to me. I'm gonna have to do something. You know, this right here is what you call procrastination. It is, because I'm not getting out what I got to get out. But it's not, because now you can see where someone's coming from the starting point of having to get the temperament right. For that shouldn't be going out like that. Get the temperament right to show you that no, this individual was actually abused. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't like using words like that, but man, play it on, try it on. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something right now. This person, whoever this person is, putting up with this, it's cold, bro. Stop the cap, man. People know what they did to do stuff. The end, bro. And so if this is what the response is, people didn't get what they wanted, man. There was an outcome that was supposed to happen, and it didn't happen. Okay? Involving you. And you overcame it. And you overcame it. You overcame it. Whether it was on accident, or whether it was on purpose. You just saw it. Okay? You saw it. That's all. You saw it. And if you didn't see it, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? New viewers, new viewers, new viewers. So from here on out, it's all about the new viewers, and definitely viewers who were, not agreeing, but seeing like the really raw, seeing that there's an actual like raw energy to actually going through this in real time. And this is what the actual look of it is. When you're someone who's not really hiding behind what it is. So it's studies. So many studies are being done right now. So many studies are being done on individuals, and they don't even know it. They do know it. They do know it. And if they know it, it's a faulty study. It's a faulty study then. That's cold, man. That's hard, you know? That's hard to be able to, to be able to toughen through that and be like, dang, no, you see that. Plans right now, man. Effective communication with, there may have been a few hints I missed. There's really no reason for me to even be in a situation as if I'm judging myself. Yeah, really. Because what I gotta do is it kind of is like special needs, like training, special needs. So we need to break that word down. We need to break down the word special needs. Okay. So I'm kind of glad I got over that first part. We're not done yet. But this is just something I want to go ahead and get out right now. So let's go ahead and talk on the actual title here, special needs. Childhood. Let's go ahead and so this has everything to do with childhood. And there being a set apart angle to the way that you grew up. So there's probably a combination of a multitude that you already kind of had collected in you. So you didn't need to worry about those characteristics. God kind of gave you gifts and stuff like that. Special needs. So you can already have that. And there's times in life when you have to learn and you end up giving it away. And you didn't know that you actually gave it away. And not only that, with the gifts already given to you, that so many people would pay money, pay practitioners, pay other people to study you, because they kind of just want that, whatever part it is. That's all right, yo, because it's just like watching TV and you see that rapper with that chain on, all right, looking like Gunna, all right, looking like T-Pain, all right, and you want that chain, so you're gonna put that chain on, you know what I'm saying? So now, because that makes no sense. Why do you gotta have a chain? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's always just the way I looked at it. Like, there ain't nothing wrong with it, and don't get me wrong, I actually kind of like jewelry and stuff like that. It's cool to look fresh and nice and have different articles, and and art. It's just art, man. It's art. It's symbolism. It's cool. It's whatever. We ain't gotta like make it anything. I think people just make things like more than it is, and you know what I'm saying, which is cool because it's education, man. We over here chilling. Like, people really just did too much, man. They did too much. They did too much, bro. I'm just like, what can people expect right now? It's all good. Let's just chill out. Let's just chill out. Let's just chill out, man. What this has everything to do is just getting through it one day at a time. That's all it has to do with. And it's just about the way you look at it. There's a lot going on in the world right now, man. There's so many people going through so much right now. Good and bad. Good and bad. Roller coaster. We all have it, yo. Just, this is what it is. There's always going to be different perspectives, different characteristics. You're going to see people happy and just in the best moods, man, making prank videos and laughing and doing skits and music. And you're going to see so much like new entertainment, just dealing with a new way to communicate and stuff like that. And just a new way to speak about what you went through, you know, especially if it's something uncomfortable, you don't really want to talk about it. There's a way that you can direct it, yo. And something's telling me that I got a new way to do it, but I just gotta, I do have a new way to do it, you know, and this time I got it in me. It ain't gonna be something I write in the notepad, all right? It ain't gonna be something that I got, you know, in the note section of my phone, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure to just go ahead and do it. So that way we all good, you know what I'm saying? And people can just, you know what I'm saying, understand what the lesson is and just mind their business, okay? Because that's what it really is. It's just us all, it's just mind our business and learn our lesson, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the levels and detrimentals and, you know, the amount of danger and just, you know, that people knew about what danger. So there's got to be some sort of way, because I'm being dead serious right here. I mean, this ain't no acting stuff like that. This is my YouTube channel. This is what real life is right now. This is the way I'm coming with it. Okay? And not only that, I'm just sick and tired of just even things going on. And it's shortening down. It's getting better, actually. It is getting better. That's just trying to make it seem like, what? There's got to be a certain way to make the understanding of this not seem so, oh my gosh, like code blue or whatever. Especially when it's not that. Okay? This person is tired. This person is tired and being real. That's it. What else is it that people need to know about it? Okay? So that's something that that's a personal problem with me. You know what I'm saying? That I'm choosing to put up here. It's an ego thing, yo. Yeah, people ain't got to be over here and doing what they doing and stuff like that. You know, when it comes to expression and things like that, I'm trying to get better at it. I'm trying to get better at it, man. But this is just real, okay? This is just real. So, special needs. There are alignments within this right, okay? So there's alignments in this right that you already obtained, you already gained, you kind of already have these skills, and you're kind of going back to who you were. And it's really weird. I know a lot can vouch with me and agree with me when I say some of you got to be feeling like you're aging backwards. There's some people, and I don't want to like I don't really want to gas myself up, all right, but I be making people look younger, okay? I really be making people look younger, bro. I know that's something I got. Like if you stay around me for a long time, you will look younger. You will end up looking like 10 years younger, and I've seen the proof. I've seen the proof. Now then again, that sounds egotistical, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like it's like people just get better, you know what I'm saying? So it's, you know, this ain't really me defending myself, but I'm really starting to see it's like, no, anyone that I be around, yo, they get better. Just tell me that ain't good. Tell me that ain't good. A lot of you relate to that. Okay? So I'm just clarifying right now that there is an understanding behind the alternative motives even within this. Whatever it is. I already see what the possibility can be, what it is, what it has been. Nobody has gone to me personally with anything to help regarding what they know about me when they are attaching themselves to me. Plain and simple, man. Plain and simple. So this is a space that, no, I'm not in that paranoia space all the time. Okay? As if I gotta be over here defending myself. As if there's all automatically some sort of like alternative motive and things like this. This is something I need to speak on because of previous videos I have. Previous videos that are still up, yeah, man, just, depressed, happy, sad. Who this person is. The end. The end. Yes, special needs, because there's an angle that you already like had and stuff like that. So you didn't have to worry about it, and it's almost kind of like a sort of like an entitlement type attitude that you were defaulted in. So it's just something that someone has to learn within that. But the thing is that we can go ahead and give grace because we know how to be outside that space too, though. You get what I'm saying? So you can see that's where it's like you can see why someone would see it like that. That's the okay. So we can see that, but the problem is that now listen. Oh, we're gonna build on that. It's like okay, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, we did this because we care about this person. We did this because we want better for them. And so that's the reason that's being used, but that's not the real reason. There's a much more bigger intention behind doing that. And this is what we're speaking on. And this is proof. When there's no answer, when you see that there's no one defending themselves, when there's no one willing to, because now it's like, that's one thing I'm noticing too, won't even go as far as even putting up troll accounts and things like this, okay? So that's how I know I'm correct. That's how I know that I did have to go back and learn and understand, oh yeah, the cycle thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, they did that. They violated that in order to understand that. Yes, that happened. Yes. So now it's about just, going into detail, proving my intelligence, proving my innocence and my intelligence. The quadruple I's is what I'm gonna do. INFJ, intuitive, intelligence, innocence, and stuff like that, yo. Because whatever people it is that be saying about someone, bro, y'all tripping, man. Y'all were just trying to come up on an opportunity. And went heavy on it when they were like, okay, yeah, now, okay, let's go ahead and get that, put it there, and then we got it mapped out and stuff like that. Real heavy watching, yo. Real heavy watching. And I already get it. So now it's just really weird, man. Because there was a time when you were like, dang, my my fault. Throat just got scratchy randomly out of nowhere, bro. So I might have to end this one quick. That was just like out of the blue. And see if we can get our throat back. And remember what it was that we were talking about. So you had like respect for someone being able to like map that out and to be able to like see that and be like, oh my gosh, like this is really like an atmospheric thing, so it's like that. It's like that. It's like hidden, but it's like right there, and like people just can't believe it type stuff. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. When you could pick up on things like that, yo, and not even and to have missed so much to understand those that had to do what they had to do, what they felt they had to do, felt that they had to do, felt. So it's that get out of your feelings type of things. Oh, get out of your feelings. You know what I'm saying? So that's what would be the premeditated script for if you were to act out in your feelings, understanding what has happened. Okay, so you understand that. Okay, and they understand that, and that's how you know that it was intentionally done. Okay, intentionally done, because they don't like that. That's the reaction. Okay, because that reaction exposes them. So that's something you when this happens, when things like this happen, there is it's listen, that's one thing about life, man. Okay? And it's plain and simple. I'm not even gonna like go down there. But four quadruple eyes, okay? And if is not one of them. I should call it that. The four quadruple eyes, and if is not one of them. I got, man, is this so unbelievable, man. It is so unbelievable to see how much jealousy and hatred some that you like you had an idea, but dude, you didn't know it was that bad. You didn't know it was that bad. Gosh dang. I can understand where someone's coming from if they were even to care to even think like that, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. Like you wouldn't think someone would care that much because I received the same energy before too. You know, when I was trying to get my jaw surgery, man, and I'm tripping over here, tripping, bro, because like I'm working hard. I'm trying to. That's all I wanted to do, bro. Like this person, literally use that as a narrative. I don't care what it is, the worst of the worst thing that people went out of their way to see and all that. Look at how everything being glorified right now. Hypocritical, bro. It's none of it adds up. None of it adds up. Full circle, revolving door, bro. It doesn't add up, man. That was faulty. Cause you, whatever it is, like you thought this person actually had hate for you. You thought this person, that was an illusion, bro. Bruh. What the heck? This wasn't even supposed to happen, bro. Because I'm not on some loner shit. That shit gonna stop too. All that hermit mode nonsense is gonna stop, bro. Because I really don't be a loner like that. You know what I'm saying? It like now, like it looked like it. Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, because we're trying to get things back up to where it gotta be, man. I could easily be out here being, this is what happened to me. This is what happened to me, and be mad. You know what I'm saying? I don't, man. Listen, I could be over here promoting someone else for money. I'm trying to get myself right. That's what we all should be doing, yo. You know. But when I see that you're gonna trample on someone to get yourself right, and you see that what was being said about this person ain't true, then bro, so you don't care. That's okay. So you're an enemy. You don't care. Okay. That's it. All right. I acknowledged it. What do you want now? So now what? Or am I wrong? If I'm wrong, then we need answers then. Let me know I'm wrong. But when you don't let someone know that they are wrong, then they are not wrong. It's that love. It's that Helga stuff, bro. Come on, that's that Hey Arnold stuff, bro. That's crazy. I remember, dude. I remember the. Oh my gosh, bro. Wow, you remember, dude. We be over here, man. Listen, man. We be keeping. What was that? I said keep it. We stay chilling, man. Wow. So that's what this person tried to do. Wow, bro. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, dude. That is crazy. I'm gonna save it for the next video because I mean, you know what I'm saying, man. It's really not, you know, like I can understand how so many people can feed off like this and stuff like that. And then if you're a viewer watching this, it's like you gotta automatically already kind of be in a mind to even find this. So I already kind of spoke on that before, where you already have to be in a mind to have an awareness to find that. So it's some algorithm thing where it was premeditated algorithm technology on your phone, bro. It's signal stuff. It's a lot of stuff. You know, I'm not speaking structured in it. Just take the words and then you can put it for yourself. Easy, man, easy. Signal. What do you think of? Now just use many words to branch off that. You know, I don't like how I gotta like. I'm tired of being like trying to sound smart because I'm not sounding smart. I'm not sounding smart. I'm not trying to sound smart. So I just hate when that's like a narrative that's trying to be, oh, he's trying to sound smart. Bro, listen, get off my thing. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like someone, get off. That it's obsessive. Don't get upset when someone be over here putting boundaries, man. And then now it's, oh, look at this. Look at the certain way, bro. Just don't talk like that anymore. It's weird. And now this right here, who I'm being, who I actually am, because I just be getting fed up sometimes. is gonna get swag jacked, not acknowledged, hidden. It's the same thing, and then it was done, bruh. Come on, man. Listen. I gotta find a way. Gotta find a way. So I'm not gonna be over here caring like that anymore. Caring like that anymore. Because it is what it is, man. I'm not even gonna say, oh, it's weird beard anymore. It's beard weird. It's a fake Machine Gun Kelly versus Eminem stuff. All right, it was hip hop reality. That's why they try to put me in, and try to make, you know what I'm saying? I can't even smile anymore because the minute that you smile, people trying to knock that smile off your face, bro. This is the type of stuff I'm talking about, bro. Infiltrated your affiliates. Listen, bro. There's no such thing as a competition. Okay? Bro, that is so wild. Imagine talking about solo and you got, oh my lord. This is crazy, dude. This is crazy, and we're not even trying. This time, all the jokes about, he pre-planning a video. Bruh, they would study you getting ready to study yourself making a video. That's what was going on. And allowed even some content creators with what do you call it, with group chats and stuff to be in it and stuff like that, man. And now people want to act like they weren't in on it. No, I really be knowing, yo. Yeah, it's whatever, man. It's whatever. So I don't know. And one thing I got to do is contact Instagram. Literally, I have to contact Instagram because something is weird on my Instagram. Something is weird on my Instagram. Okay. Well, let me not speak that either, because that's one thing I'm starting to notice too. Everybody's got their different advice. My advice right now is definitely coming from definitely a better standpoint than it was before, where I just felt like I always had to defend myself and this is why I'm broke. This is why I don't have my car. And they did this and like but no, now that I see that is just the way you put up with what people know, you can't attach yourself to the old energy. So that's what's making things look weird. That's what's making things look weird, okay? Is that is what's going on right now. Yes, people did spells, black magic on me, bro. So thank you for being nice and not throwing troll accounts on here for the first time, actually. Like, for real. Like, I gotta applaud that, seriously, because at least you can respect that part. Golly. Leapfrog, bruh. Calm down. I had to calm down, man. Golly, man. Golly, bro. Okay? So, listen. Someone knowing how to keep it chilling, all right? Respect that, yo. Because what if you... Bro, like, that's why people don't be getting certain things. Because they would actually abuse it, bro. They would do too much with it, bro. They would power play people. These people got a power play problem. I don't have a power play problem, bro. Not at all. I do not have a power play problem. These people got a power play problem. Okay? And upset with the... So what's up? We can't be ourselves nowadays? Can we be ourselves? No? Okay, give me a script then. I'm for real. Give me a script. JK, you literally did that. So don't get upset. I'm for real, bruh. But not now, though. You know what I'm saying? Not if something that is like negative to me. You take my own stuff to use on me and call that, oh, you're going to get a return. Don't give me nothing. Am I wrong? I think I'm putting up with this wise, bro. No, I'm speaking wise, bro. Because it's like, this is what I'm seeing now is okay, cool. Okay, cool. So this is some formal gathering right here. It's a formal gathering. So it's supposed to be secluded and it's supposed to be an understanding. That's just the way I'm going to look at it. That's the way I'm going to look at why the outcome of something is and why the response of what something is right now. It's because people are having a hard time understanding. There's some weird energy that's new up in the air that makes it look like this. That's the only conclusion I could come up to. That's the only conclusion I could come up with. Okay? Because in the beginning, obviously, if I thought I was that important, I wouldn't have let it go this far with actually people going that far, bro. Like, you think it, like, so, the heck no, bro. Narrative is crazy, yo. thinking that someone really entitled and up and really thinking they like that, bro. That's wild, bro. Especially when they know, bro. No, no, no. Like people know I'm like a teddy bear for real, bro. You know. So there's no such thing as that. I think like you know what I'm saying. I'm just tired of that TI word. I'm tired of that gang stalking word because you see how this should have been settled like a long time ago, and the ones like pushing the narrative, and it's died down. And I did that. I did that, and there was an it's like I did that. I'm taking credit for that, yo, because I see the way that an outcome was supposed to be, and it didn't turn out like that. Okay. So this is all about refresh. It's just all about refresh, man. That doesn't mean like, oh, cut the cord, forget what happened in the past, and we're just gonna because once upon a time you already did that. Oh, no turning back and all that. Just for you to turn back and then being just in another system loop that is just different than the last one, but it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's just I'm coming from like not wanting to even speak from that perspective anymore. I just really think like there's levels to expansion and why someone thinks the way they do. And what's being said and the way it's being said and the way someone takes it, that's what it is. So whatever it is that was a tool to make it that way is really irrelevant. It's really irrelevant. And these really be the things that are used to make narratives, the way it looks, not the way people are getting from it and stuff like that. So it's like characteristic building. It's like characteristic growth. The problem over here for me is I'm getting the low end of the stick like crazy, getting like fed off of in ways I don't know and do know, and it's worse when you do know and can't do nothing about it. So that's where we're coming from. This is all about, hey, get back on your feet and you can overcome it until it is over, yo. That's really what it is. And what I mean by over is when you get over it. So, you know what I'm saying? Stay hard, keep it chilling, okay? And that's what we've been doing. I think we've been doing a pretty good job of it. I think we've been holding it down, and just whatever way it is that keeps you going, that's between you and you, yo, okay? It has nothing, because it's irrelevant. The only time it becomes relevant is when there's, oh, you did something. You caused like an emergency. You caused a disturbance. Oh my goodness, you're just ruining everything and stuff like that. It's like, no, man, because how are you gonna give someone that much credit? So it's like it's what's that one word? It's a contradiction. It's a contradiction. Everything that was being said, anyone who lies on someone, bro, it always ends up being a contradiction when you see it's a contradiction, man. So, one more thing also, just putting that word psychic in it, because you know what I'm saying, it's gonna, I don't want people to get like, tricked up by that word. I'm starting to see that too, with the words and, just titles and things like that, and, how it elevates your communication, and, it's a fun challenge to get back into. It's almost like I'm recollecting old parts of myself I already had and just let go. You know what I'm saying? And that's facts, yo. That's another thing too, is the way something happened when you were in a relationship, and when you end up finding out the intentions behind it, and when there's more intentions behind those intentions, yo. Allow things to ride, you know? That's why it's like, how do I want to put it? Now you know what it is when it even comes to things like this. So it doesn't matter anymore. It's the same reaction. I can't picture, I would love to see it. It doesn't matter. And I mean, there's been times when there was like 80 people in there for like a short span. But to see the minute, like let's say it does garner something, right? Or let's say you end up getting attention from something. to see how no, this person really was genuine, and it was never about that, but it was an illusion to make it look like it, because someone really had to get something done. So no, this stems from jealousy, and I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Like, I've always been like encouraged. I've always been you know um just had ambition when you see people do things back then and stuff like that. But this is the first time where it's awkward, where it's kind of like you looked up to someone, and it's like they were a star, and they were like playing the guitar, and you were like in the audience, and you were rocking with them, and they actually saw you, and now they kind of just don't like you though. It's weird, and that's kind of what it feels like. It was weird, man. I don't know. It was weird. It was weird, and then you see that. Oh, bro, what the heck, man? What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? So that's who we are, man. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I know, man. That's one thing I'm gonna tell you guys. Whoever ends up catching this later or whatever, or whatever it is, what it is, man. Because I know what it is, but you still kind of speaking that like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make it, hey guys, and welcome today to, you know, but the right, it's always like some few select thing. It's like some, like only some people are invited type thing, and it's not like you really chose you didn't make that your choice really. So yeah, if you're somebody who ends up actually seeing this video for real, you're kind of just getting to just witness a different perspective of the way someone is putting up with something, putting up with something that we've all put up with, but there's reasons to why they put up with it a little different, and they probably fell harder, fell shorter, or probably already kind of had something that someone else didn't have, vice versa. It's just another day where we each get to help each other look at something differently, and just change an outlook on the way people look at things. Like, and just keep pressing forward, man. I'm definitely gonna have to get myself going. I definitely gotta get myself going. I got a lot to do. I got a lot to do in terms of having to have my money right, so I can make back payments. So there's payments I gotta make. There's things I know that I'm gonna have to pay in order to get things right. You have to make payments sometimes to get things right, and I need help with that, man, because of what has been done. And that's what the next live stream is going to be about. It's going to be about having an understanding and exposing what has been done that has already been kind of concluded, in terms of it actually being done. You know what I'm saying? And just acknowledging the full spectrum of it, kind of. So understanding the involvement, understanding the roles that people played in, in having to attach themselves in order for their gain on an individual. That is what it's going to be about. Shout out to all the other channels on this platform that has been exposing their story. You've been giving testimonies. You've been talking about things that happened. You've been breaking down, misunderstandings behind why you're in the position you're in and things like that, and why you move the way you do, why you choose to kind of make this the frame that you're working in right now. And it feels good to just be back in my space, man. It kind of does. It feels good to just kind of be back in your like study space, and getting actual things on. Gonna have to just do some research on a lot of things and just add it to what we know already, and what we have gathered in real time is what is the pro to this whole situation that's happened the past 7 years, with this collaboration when it comes to previous people in your life. And I definitely just want mediation. There's a lot of things I know that I need. I definitely need another phone. I definitely need to get my wheels back. I need to get my wheels back. I need to figure out where my wheels are, and an understanding to those who can see where I'm coming from with those wheels, and why the let's call it like the energy blow that we all saw. You know what I'm saying? And having an understanding to that. So hopefully there's an understanding to that when there's an understanding over here about knowing the other angle of the peripheral. Okay, so I believe that there's an understanding in that. If for some reason the and now I'm kind of even getting the hint, to be honest with you. I'm getting the hint, because this has everything to do with just in time, you know. So that's what made us get into astrology, things that I have put up in my titles previously. Okay, these are things I'm going to end up speaking about on the next live. Let me see. Yeah, all right. Well, I got a little bit more time because I definitely got to be over here at 10. So yeah, and just learning, and even learning from that, you know. But it's up to you to comprehend, you know. So I've been, man, listen, I be giving flowers too, bro, and it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. You be hoping that you be wrong. You be hoping that you don't actually know that, like, you know. You be hoping, bro. But I get it. I get it. I wouldn't do that. I get it though. Never was a person like that. Maybe I came across like that before the surgery. Hopefully individuals can understand the communication with the surgery. I got haters. Like I said before in previous video, the hate is so deep though, to where it's like I can acknowledge, oh, you're actually trying to let me know that you don't care that you tried to do that. I'm literally like, okay. But you were getting upset because I'm like, okay. So that's your problem though. That's not my problem. So let's get that part ready too. Okay. That's the way you think. That's the way your evil mind is. I don't have an evil mind as evil mind. I don't have an evil mind like that. But you know what I'm saying? Homie ain't mad actually. You know what I'm saying? Homie want back what is his. That's what it is. Yes. The stability. Yes, the wheels. You know, pulling up on another phone and stuff. And we all know that when it just comes to situations in life and stuff like that, this is why someone has to do this. Why we have to look past the discouragement. We have to look past all the blockages and try to make it look a certain way and all that stuff. We just have to look past that, and we have to get out what it is that we want to speak on, okay? Even down to things before that were insecurities, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Bro, that's between that person and that person. The minute that there's some like, wow, let's get this some Tommy Pickle like behind the corner stuff with the videotape, and like now you gotta have an alternative movie and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So if it were, that's how I know that if it were the other way around, that person, and that person who all did it, they would be going crazy, bro. Y'all would be going roasting this person. Y'all would be going nuts. And we know that. But actually, I'm wrong, because you never would have made it that far. I really don't think so. Not when it comes to what you do. Yo. So acknowledgement made, yes. Acknowledgement made. Is there such a thing as that? Because it really comes down to allowance. Okay, so yes, I have an allowance. I was supposed to have an allowance. Yes, it's what that is, man. When people end up seeing, bro. So now it's because that's what it was. That's not right, yo. That's not right. Nah. Okay, this is mature, bro. I don't know if people thought that I was gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if people thought I was gonna like do all that. No. That's what people thought. That's what people actually had on some false records. Talk about, yeah, he gonna be over here doing this. You guys were wrong. Exposed, okay, bro? Trying to act like someone got some mental health disability because of the way they look. So let's go ahead and no, bro. So listen. I'll make a live and then I'll study myself and then I'll let you guys know. How about that? Not you get to study me, and even if it's in a different peripheral, and then come up with things for me. No, and then shadow ban, and then come up with all these stupid alternative motives. No, okay. So don't get upset. Don't get upset because someone can just acknowledge that. No one said no name. No one said no nothing. This is crazy. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous to see. But the way it's handled, yo, it's up to me. You know, I kind of just want to start busting out raps maybe just during the end. You know what I'm saying? I like your name. I rock with it. You know what I'm saying? And everybody do be doing that. Okay? Everybody been doing that. Everybody been, you know what I'm saying? Finding out what it is, who they are during certain time frames, you know, and this is something that we've all been doing. So yes, this is something that I was reminded of from that. So I've acknowledged it plenty of times, yo. I be being too nice. This is crazy how nice, because it's like I'm doing the wrong thing. There's something going on where I'm supposed to be like mean or something like that. It's like that's what I'm trying. That's really what I be getting. Like I really be seeing that. I that is really my what is that? Because you can't even say things like that, man. That's what I'm trying to say. Like the guilt tripping, the indirect guilt tripping that I've been put through the past 7 years is wild. It ain't fair. It's not fair, man. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like the indirect subliminal guilt trips that have been put on me based upon who I am, and the reason is not validated because I see how they steal. I see how they steal. So when an individual is over here within themselves, and let's say they do, what do you call it? Fall back on habits or whatever, but yet you're gonna still use from that person, steal from that person, then downgrade them? Nah, bro, it don't make no sense, bro. It don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense, man. What guilt tripping? Okay. Like indirectly, like making it seem like it's a problem when you are you, right? But they don't actually tell you what the problem is when there's some sort of upsetting factor to it. So just explain that. But then I've already even broken down the psychological like perspective of being in that space before too, though. So I've spoke on that. I'm gonna have a visit talking about how a bunch of things, man. There's so many things that I could build off of. It's like it's honestly too much. I'm very disappointed in just the things done to someone to actually understand this, because I will have no choice but to see, okay, no, people try to make it look like you're retarded. People try to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't add up, though. It doesn't. Why? Because, no, I'm very intelligent. I'm so intelligent, it is like retarded. Yes, yes. That's why this is what the title is called. I'm for real. I'm for real. And if you don't believe me, what I'm about to say next is going to be the truth. We can break down, listen, people be doing it all the time, man. People be doing it all the time. Everybody is speaking on it now. All of a sudden we got, and I spoke on this before, man, how we got NBA players talking about astrology, okay? I'm just going to go ahead and talk about it real quick because it makes me upset, because it's like people were talking about astrology, bro, like, and they were really good at it, and you could have fed something off that or got something out of it, you learned from it, and then you could have been like someone who was good at playing basketball and stuff like that. So you had an alignment in there that was something new that you could have triggered and actually pushed to make something a business. They stole that, and it's like people knew you had something, so they looked and stole. And that's facts, and that's true. And that's true. So it's just disgusting to see when you know, and they're doing, I don't care what technology device, whether you watching right there, watching right here, or watching right here, You hear what someone is saying. It gets even worse when you try to distort it. It gets even worse when you try to manipulate it. It gets even worse when you try to steal from it. It gets even worse when you try to downgrade this person. It gets even worse when you try to team up against this person when they had no agenda against you. Is it making sense now? Is someone sounding retarded now? Because I don't think they are. And they speaking pretty quick too. It's tough, man. It's tough. You know what I'm saying? Because the energy thing is bogus. The energy thing be bogus. You get what I'm saying when there be someone over here trying to relate to you. Man, this be a whole snake over here just trying to act like they wanna, like they got, you know what I'm saying? Like they're over here, like trying to, be cool again, or like they understand, or, I'm sorry for indirect, I'm sorry for what I did. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. People took it too far, okay? That's what I'm saying, yo. Okay? So that's why we had to be over here embarrassing ourselves on purpose in order to get the full, oh, people, ooh, ooh, ooh. And this is why it be looking the way it does right now. Because that's between you and you. So I'm gonna have to get in contact with the right person, man. But it's I understand that is weird. I understand that is awkward, and it's something that I'm new to. So I shouldn't have been flexing like I was over here, Mr. Hot Shit, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, whatever. Okay? I understood. I understand now. Okay? Okay. I see where you're coming from. All right. I see that you see where I'm coming from. Okay. The swag jacking will stop. And I'm not saying that's geared towards you, but the swag jacking will freaking stop. This energy nonsense, bro. Okay. That's one thing I'm just not going to tolerate. That's one thing I'm not going to tolerate. And like I said before, this is just a generalization of previous things. Okay. Me, this is a wave. This is some wave type thing, but it's unintentional. It's not that people be saying too much, bro. There's a lot of things I can say right now. Like I said before, stay hard, keep it chillin'. Stay hard, keep it chillin'. You can't tell me this ain't the definition of it. This is what the definition of it, yo. Okay? I've seen this too many times, man. I've seen what was played, okay? That library tactic that just happened like a couple hours ago, that was the most pathetic thing I've ever seen people try. That was pathetic, okay? That was pathetic. Stop. You don't make someone think that they're that important, because that's an ego check, and that what someone's going to do is act like they're not important, so that way it's easy for them to do things like this. And that's where people who messed up and didn't want someone on here, now you got the opposite of what you wanted. Now every day this person's getting more comfortable speaking when that's what you guys did not want. Ridiculous. That was pathetic. Okay? And I understand whoever ends up seeing this later don't know what I'm speaking about. All that matters is they know that I know. Okay? That's ridiculous, man. Okay? That's outdated. Okay? But at the end of the day, it's just about doing things different. It's about doing things different. I wish the reaction was different. I kind of wish I would have made a joke about it. You know what I'm saying? I really wish I would have, because I'm starting to see, no, that's who I got to be. That's who I got to be. It's just some people don't deserve your energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling the bars are going to be nasty when we do pull up on the beats. Because that's all I wanted to do, bro. I just wanted, like, I just wanted the partner. I just wanted the bit, and oh my goodness, dog, like, bro, that's cool, bro. That's cool. No, it's all good. It's all good. Oh, when he finds out this, no, I did the leapfrog. I already know. Okay, I know. Okay, I already know. Do not be a homie hopper. Do not be someone who knows what they did, and then we got the homie hop and stuff like that. Maybe you should just let someone know. Okay. Because you already knew what you were trying to get someone to confess. What? That you listened to a podcast? You say you made it a habit to stay vague in what you let out. In what I let out right now? Or what do we mean? You might have to go into more detail about that. But I mean, like, yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the thing is that if you can understand that perspective, then maybe the same applies to you. Maybe it's the same thing too, you know? Sole survivor. So that obviously means that you're not someone who was with like an actual meeting to have like a motive and stuff like that. This is the type of things that everybody's speaking on. Very true. That I can definitely agree to that. When there are, and I broke that down too. I definitely broke that down in videos, gang stalking, outdated spaces. You know what I'm saying? You over here trying to get your thing rocking and rolling, you know, but yet behind closed doors, you ain't getting it rocking and rolling. You know what I'm saying? Because you damaging areas and then you gave up and then you stagnate in that certain chakra, and that's what happens. Now people can feed off that because that's a certain atmosphere that people are forced to be in. So that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Okay? Because now it's a situation where it's like, well, damn, well, what do we do? I mean, we got to get, you know what I'm saying? So I see it, but I got to see the way it was done. I see the intentions. And this is where we get into things where you're actually getting that like it's that Morse code thing, yo, where it's like, nah, you can actually be miles away and you know what these people are actually saying about you. You know what their actual intentions are. You know that the minute you get better, oh, they just gotta switch up and just be with you now. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that people know what they did. People know what they did to someone, and they know what their intentions were. They know what that little slick tongue out of the mouth, trying to look cute, slick stuff, power play, nonsense issues that people got. Carbon copy, fail. Destiny swap, failure stuff. Okay? And trust and believe. No, that wasn't the only person. No, that wasn't the only person. No, that wasn't the only person. Whoever's watching this, are you getting a better look at who I am and what my okay? There's certain aspects within each of us. A lot of us have some, a lot of us don't, a lot of us have more, a lot of us have something we can help someone with. This is all connection. This is all just connection. This is life. This is life. Upsetting, disgusting to see that people try to make an individual look like they're a fool when no, they're intelligent. They see what's up. Okay? Blockages. And guess what? That's what I see. You want to know the reason I'm where I'm at right now? I was lost. Okay? I was upset. But and now I can go from other starting points. This is what we're going to get into later, yo. I could keep on speaking on this, you know. All that matters is the right person, whoever it is, you know, shout you out that's, you know, on this right now. I'm kind of getting like messages right now that I understand that there's some kind of fixture being done right now where it's what do I mean by a fixture? There's like a parameter. It's like a meeting. There's like a meeting, and we kind of know, like, we don't got to get specific on, oh, it's that person and stuff like that, but it's definitely like a premeditation meeting that people would know what is going to be done if this person chose to speak on something, but now they're trying to attach and align themselves to this person. So we're hoping things are authentic here, is what we're hoping. We're hoping things are pure here, and we're hoping you know, the right intentions are here with things, with what I got to speak on next. But it's like, that's what stops me. It's like, I'd be so upset. I just got to vent right now. This is really just venting. Okay. Yep. And even that stuff is deep, because one thing I noticed is like, dude, when it comes, I had a video talk about hardest target or something like that, right? You got to be careful. I had a video called that. Hardest target. Going through gang stalking or whatever. You just gotta chill. Okay? I'm good. And the thing is that was a title. I actually never said, oh my gosh, I'm a victim. Oh my gosh, I'm a target and stuff like that. I would use the title, but I always knew I was more than that, 100%, because there were just too many attributes. There were too many things that didn't bother me that I saw other victims were bothered by it. It didn't bother me. So I understood that, and I was like, and that's where I kind of got like tricked. I got tricked a little bit, got tricked out of a position one time because it's like you made yourself lower than what you are. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to be saying, so that's ridiculous. That's the way I look at it. Especially when you've been putting up with this for like 7 years and stuff like that. The way it's gonna control your mind. So this is where I could be looked at right now as Boo Boo the Fool, and people are gonna validate it. But if you're someone who understands and was part of the role that this person wasn't in on, but is aware enough to see, then how can you judge me, #bars? It don't work like that. It just does not work like that. Every time that I try to find like some mediation conclusion, because right now I'm being Mr. Nice Guy until we get mean and stuff like that. But being Mr. Nice Guy and stuff like that and trying to see it, you just can't. Even when you're being nice, you're just like, well, nah, bro. What if it worked, bro? They would have been like, bro, jumping up and down on the flowers on that stone, bro. That's where I'm coming from. That's the way I see it. Because once something has been tried, I don't care about the outcome. I don't care if I didn't make it out or if I did make it out. It's about the what was tried. That's it. So when you made it out, it's up to you on just what you want to do. That's what I'm trying to say. Future relationships will not be tarnished. They just won't. It's not going to work. No narrative is going to work. No outdated narrative is going to work. Okay? This is crazy, yo. Guess what? You know what's crazy? Never had a problem with anyone. Never had a problem with anyone, man. It's just crazy, bro. Never had a problem with anyone, man. That's facts, man. That's facts. That's facts. I know things came across a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I know things happened too fast. That was too abrupt. That was way too abrupt. It was just ridiculous. It was uncalled for. It was something that didn't need to happen. Separations didn't need to happen, okay? And this is coming from a space of just understanding where I got to get out of my feelings. I got to understand leverage and stuff like that. But, man, when you see the underlying and then you know that is actually worse than what you're thinking, because you got to be mature enough in order to put yourself in a space to keep pushing forward, because you know that's a tactic to keep you down in that box that they built for you. People cannot get upset because you understood. Okay, so this is where the selective access is what this is. This is selective access. Okay, this is selective access. So what do I mean by that? It says 2 people are watching, more people are listening. That's selective access, and that's what this is. So, yeah, I'm gonna probably go ahead and get on out of here then, and I'm gonna go a little more into detail, just kind of break things down, see how it comes out. Right now it's really just communication, vocal practice too, but I just got to get it out, yo, because I already received a couple confirmations, literally not like that's a light bulb, no, like an actual in-person confirmation, and it was just something to let you know something, and it's something I needed to know. And what I need to know is to keep on and make it go. You know what I'm saying? And that was a go ahead. So that's a go ahead, right? So that's what it is. Hopefully people can just respect a space that someone's coming from now. Because there still really isn't. No, I still am not getting respect, and it's fine. But this is actually very disrespectful. And all that matters is I know that. You know what I'm saying? So that's my problem. That's my problem if I feel like it's disrespectful. Okay? So it's all about the way you're going to have to put up with it. Yes, I'm going to have to get in connection with the right people, because I have the right gathering of information now. Okay? So that's all that matters. I do understand the state of mind when it comes to premeditated things. And if I start from that starting point of individuals already having a premeditation on what I would like to say a starting point to what they would want to make an outcome benefit for themselves, then that's a starting point I would come from in order to disprove everything that they're saying, because I'm not going to tolerate that. You're not going to be over here yapping behind my back and including me in a bunch of nonsense that is not true. Okay, so that better just not be happening, and that's it, plain and simple. Okay, when I see that there was a tactic with an individual trying to make me be in an attitude to get me to call them out and do a bunch of nonsense, toxic bullshit, so y'all could use that against that person for an outcome in favor for you. When I see that, that is a starting point I will use, and that is actual proof that has been gathered. So where this person is trying to say is that any proof that has been gathered on this person, they already have the starting point to disprove them gathering that information in the first place. It was not validated. No. So there was a toxic and a very dark job in order for people to have to do that, and that is proof. That is proof, and that is proof that we have, because it seems like everyone else created proof that wasn't real. I don't create proof. When you defend yourself, you don't need to create proof. You just have it. So I didn't create proof. People created proof. People created reasons. People created narratives. People built narratives. People built off me. People created off me. People channeled from me. And the reason I know this is because if I wasn't there right now, or if I was, this message would be a whole different message. This person would be a whole different energy. That's how I know that I am 110, 111% correct. And have had respect. Hashtag bars. This will not be tolerated. The tomfoolery of what people try to say. The what nonsense people try to say that you were doing. What? The, please, 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 please. Please. The main issue right now is people creating issues for a person. That is the issue. That is the issue. That's the issue. So we're coming from an understanding that, yeah, the way you want to look at it and the way people would use that as, oh, that's childhood trauma. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Someone surpassed that, and that's why people did what they did. Yeah. Okay? The main issue right now is jealousy. That's the main issue in our world right now. Are you kidding me? Are you seeing all the stories that people doing nonsense to people because they just got back on their feet? These people are weird. Just like that Machine Gun Kelly versus Eminem knockoff nonsense that they tried to do and put me in. Okay? And trying to make me Machine Gun Kelly and get you know what I'm saying? That ain't I saw that one. I saw that one. So nah. You know what I'm saying? And just for someone's got to see that. Just for me to be able to see that, for you to see that I see that. Come on, bruh. Come on, man. Okay? That goes to show you. This person over here was on some teddy bear stuff. And it's a good thing he was on some teddy bear stuff. Yo, hold on, don't do anything yet. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing. Because now we good. And people be thinking that someone was what do you call small, what was that? Small fry. French fry or some French fry, easy to grill. Easy to grill. That's awkward. That's awkward sending someone a F around and find out meme just for it to go back to them. That's awkward. That's awkward. That's awkward. Okay. So that's embarrassing actually. So this is some like it was supposed to be like a humiliation thing. Like even last year with the February 14th thing, it'd be a lot of date things, but this is proof where I have okay, this was premeditated. This was premeditated. it's a high chance that that person didn't even go to where they went to during that April dates and stuff like that. 2024 is a significant year. 2024 is a very significant year. 2024 was the hardest year. 2024 was the hardest year. Hardest year. And that's how I know, man, if I got through that year, I'm straight. I'm straight. I got through 2024. I still look back and be like, how though? How did I? And they can't believe it either, yo. Exposed. Exposed. So, you know, I'm gonna have to do what I do because they were doing the most. If people really thought that, yeah, it's cool with the technology, it's cool with abusing military and understanding that you got access and connections to certain people, but this is going to backfire. Okay, so this is going to backfire. This will come to light. You know, when it comes to connections and what you do to someone for your benefit. And not only that, thinking that you were over here actually taking this shit on them just for that shit to go back to you. Okay, and you really, it's just like people is like, this is scary too, because it's like, damn, man, it's like I really be cold with it. I don't even want to really because it's just not validated, man. It's not validated in me to sit here and talk shit, bro, and to act like I'm no, because I learned a lesson. But so just keep that in mind. Whatever lesson you learning, man, you shouldn't have done that to that person, okay? Because the lesson I'm learning, it has everything to do about what I did to myself. And I guarantee you, when it be that, everything that it is that you did is going to be a revolving door. It's going to come back and it will be exposed because your intentions were to harm someone. This person's intentions were they didn't see what they had in them. Hashtag bars. Hashtag bars. Every time I go hashtag bars, they don't lie. That's facts. So if it's some ego thing, yo. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it messed up and stuff. Heck yeah, I'm about to get myself straight. I'm about to get myself straight, man. Because all I got to do is just structure it out and just get connected. I got to get connected to the right, to what's about to be going on here. You know what I'm saying? Getting the right steps in, getting the right, you know, I don't like that word organization. I don't like that word organize, because that's exactly what they did with me. Organized energy theft. Okay, so that's another thing that we'll be getting into, organ theft, and using it for their benefit, which is something that's going to tie into laws, is going to tie into regulations, is going to be just something I didn't want to do, man. Is people thought people thought you didn't know, like it's because it's collaborations. That's what the next thing is going to be on, an individual understanding and knowing, and individuals who knew what they were doing really thinking that they were going to snake and shake. Okay, so they thought they were going to snake and shake at someone and stuff like that. Okay, no, they can't believe it. They can't believe it. This person was cool. This person just wanted an answer. People were cowards and didn't want to be an answer. I don't want to hear nothing about no, you know, yeah, got it. What do you call it? Let me not even make that allegory, man. That's just unbelievable, man. That's unbelievable. Okay, validate it for whatever it is that you want. Oh, but you weren't with God. You were supposed to do this a long time ago. Or even Kevin, how you talked about, well, there was something you said that was interesting here. Soul Survivor. You've made it a habit to stay vague in what you let out and stuff like that. In facts, that is something that I can't complain about, but that's not something that other people should abuse and use. And the minute they do that, that is a crime. That's not right. That's not right, because you're taking advantage of that person for profit. That's not right. That ain't right. And when that's easily able to be exposed, and this person ain't even went, because I just like, it's almost like, damn, man, I gotta quit missing these opportunities when it comes to like, well, dang, I gotta take action on that. That's clear as day, man. I see all the faulty lawsuits people file, and the ones I got be real as hell and stuff like that. Didn't do nothing yet, and be afraid and stuff like that. But that's when I come into so much more that comes into it, man. So much more that comes into it with this metaverse mind nonsense that they try to do to people, man. That they try to do to people. I'm cool. I'm super cool, because it's like I've seen channels, man, get so irate and crash out and start like saying names, like they start saying names, like, and she did this and he did this and stuff like that. And it's like and when it comes to that, I know I'm intelligent because I look at it as like, if you're someone who I'm already showing you that I'm aware, that I know what you did. I already know what collaboration, who, what, where, when, why. You can't believe this person knows, right? It's up to me on the way I want to communicate and navigate it. But where I mess up is to getting distracted and not seeing what it is. So there's certain things that you got to stop doing in it order to make that happen. You got to change your mind about it, right? But that's where I'm coming from. For these individuals and where they're coming from, they know already though. So it's like you have no choice but to hop on a wave, try to match what this person did. And this is where I'm trying to tell you, I have an allowance. So I have an allowance that's being withheld from me. Okay, and what happened is this allowance was distributed around everybody besides me during what you said over here about a vague. And this is something that's a confirmation. There ain't no speaking stupid over here. It's making a bunch of sense. Honestly, the way that worded was perfect because it kind of covers the next live. Facts. There ain't no one over here lying, sounding like they got mental issue or none of that. All them words are going to get discarded out of here. A right. Yes. An allowance. Yes. Because we were already created with those. And I told these individuals that in person, that I was that person, and they didn't want to believe me. And you wanted to play me. And it get trickier because I can give grace to those in my life that are not at such a wider range like those in 2020 and 2021. But when you see the smugs, when you see what was said, when you see what was like really like on some like trying to like what? What? Where did that come from? How did that person make you feel like that? How did that person make you feel like that? Damn, son, where'd you get that energy from? And it's disgusting to see people paying to lower someone's views. Gross. That's weird. That's some man. Yeah. Let's defend ourselves here. Ooh, too good. Too good. It don't matter about the way we're trying to make things look and all that stuff. Because I know for a fact there's definitely more than 3 people listening on this. Definitely more. Stay hard, keep it chilling, yo. Stay hard, keep it chilling.